Visit ccgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more.
Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In this particular video, we'll be looking at the deck profile, and I'm also going to play a game with it so you can see how it works in action and how good or how bad it is in the theory. I'm also going to criticize this deck or give it a positive shout out at the end of the video, so make sure to also check that. So yeah, in this video I'm playing with the Weavile Zoroark Lycanroc GX deck, as you can see in front of you. So I managed somehow to fit 2 copies of Sneasel and 2 copies of the Weavile for some cool matchups in the mirror match, you know, and some stuff like that. So what is very special about the Weavile? Icy Wind attack, in my opinion, it's a very nice one, because you just, you know, sleep your opponent, hit for 40, and if he might not be able to wake up, then you can try to just, you know, finish the knockout, finish the job knocking it out with Reduce Beating, or maybe with that Cloud Slash or Dangerous Rogue GX. We have that Sneasel with the Neon Roll, which can definitely be good, because if we get lucky on the coin flip, our opponent will not be able to do any damage to Sneasel until the end of our next turn. Then obviously Evil Domination, 50 for each ability on our opponent Pokemon in play. So technically, if our opponent have 3 Pokemon with abilities in play, this attack will already does 180, so I kinda like it. Standard procedure to run 4 Zoros and 4 Zoroarks with a trade, Reduce Beating, and Trickster GX, which can also be used theoretically with that unit energy. And I'm also running 3 copies of Rockruff and 2 copies of Lycanroc GX with the Bloodthirsty Eyes, Cloud Slash, and Dangerous Rouge. Moving on to the item cards, I also need to mention before that 2 copies of Tapu Lele GX with the Wonder Tag, Energy Drive, and Tapu Cure. Unfortunately, since this energy contains Fighting, Darkness, and Fairy, we can't use that Tapu Cure GX, but that would be very interesting if it would be in a position to also manage to use that. So, from the item cards, I'm running 2 copies of Enhanced Hammer, so I can discard special energy from one of my opponent Pokemons in play. 2 copies of Eva Soda and 4 copies of Ultra Ball for that best possible evolution chamber for the consistency purpose, obviously. 1 copy of Field Blower and 1 copy of Rescue Stretcher for the Pokemon Recycle and for the Tool Abuse. 4 copies of Puzzle of Time, so we can just grab something that we need again from our discard pile. 4 Ultra Balls that I mentioned earlier. 3 of each Choice Band and Flowstone for extra damage and free retreat. 1 copy of Azeroth, so I can simply remove from play 1 damaged Pokemon with a lot of damage counter in it. 3 Bridgets, so we can simply have greater chance to start with it. 3 copies of Cynthia and 3 Ents are going to be only main Drow supporters in this case. No Sycamore, so in addition to those Drow supporters, I'm also running 3 Guzmas and 8 Energies, 4 Double Chorus, and 4 Unit energy cards, something similar to the blend energies, but unfortunately it's not the blend energy, you know, because blend contain 4 and unit actually 3. So yeah, that's the deck list that I'm going to use in this video. Make sure to check link below where you can also find deck list that you can simply copy and import to the game, so you can also try to see it and test it in the action. So let's do some game tests so you can actually see how it will work in action. So see you in the game. Alright, so I'm gonna start first. Let's take a look at the opening hand. So there's 2 different Pokemons in my opening hand. I think I'm gonna start with the Sneasel and putting my Rockruff on the bench. There's just N as a Drow supporter. Looks like I'm gonna play against some sort of the water deck on the other side. It might be Lapras, it might be Empoleon, might be Greninja. There's a couple different decks that can be used in the standard format these days. And look at this, top deck double Bridget. So I guess I couldn't ask for better than that. We're gonna go with something like this. Another Rockruff and 2 more Zoruas to be put it on the bench. And that's gonna be it for now. So for the turn 2 I can have my first Eva Soda for the first Zoroark, and then I can start to discard my unnecessary cards from the hand. That was the Ultra Ball for double water energy. And just wondering, for another Alolan Vulpix. Okay. So even if there is Alolan Ninetales that can basically prevent me from doing damage with my GX or EX Pokemons, I can still use my Weavile as advantage, so that's a good thing. And there's a beacon, so I'm gonna find out for which two Pokemons that beacon is gonna be. Probably for Alolan Ninetales. I assume it is Alolan Ninetales. No, Alolan Sandshrew featuring Oranguru. Okay. Very interesting, as well as the top deck. So, I'm going to play my first trade in the game, and obviously it's gonna be for the Bridget. Okay, there's a double course energy, which is always a good sign, so I can start to take price cards in this game. And obviously I'm looking forward to target my opponent Vulpix, and that's gonna be a knockout for like 100. One puzzle of time. Alright, so he decided to promote that Vulpix again in the active position. Obviously because he can use Beacon. Oh, there we go. There is a Ninetales with that powerful Ice Pad GX attack. I really like that Ninetales card as well as the art and also those three attacks. Those attacks are actually very powerful, to be honest. And there's a Guzma. So he decided to respond back playing that Guzma. This might be played to the Sandshrew. He decided to actually retreat down to Oranguru, and then he can instruct for 3, hope for the best. I'm also hoping for the best, but what I can do here, I can definitely play Puzzle of Time and grab that Guzma, which I'm actually going to do. So it's gonna be something like this. Alright, so first things first, Evo Soda for Zoroark. Second thing I'm gonna do, it's gonna be Guzma play. Third thing to do is just to get rid of some of your unnecessary cards from the hand with those trades. Alright, so there's the Weavile. Very important find, to be honest. Sooner or later he's gonna be a good attacker, no doubt about it. Another Zorua. I can't play my other supporter card, but I can take 100. I can hit for 120 and take another prize card, and that is gonna be another Guzma. So far, so good. Most important thing is that the deck work really consistent. My opponent decided to end me. So I'm going to be forced to just, draw 4 cards. There is another Zoroark GX, and I also managed to find another double course energy, which is a very nice thing. He decided to put Sandshrew back to his hand, and obviously then on the bench another energy, and he can start to Ice Blade me for 50. Alright, which means if I decide to attack him next turn, I'm gonna be knocked out, so I simply can't do that. Unfortunately, I can't. So I need to find another way to do something out here. Let's go with the first trade. And also second trade as well. Okay, yeah, if he hit me for 160, he's losing a lot. There's no doubt about it. I'm going to play Cynthia, actually. Not going to play Ultra Ball yet. And I made a huge mistake not playing it. So, I still can trade one more time. I can still trade one more time and hope for that Lycanroc or maybe Ultra Ball. Okay, actually Ultra Ball saves the day, so we're gonna throw out one Guzma for that Lycanroc, Bloodthirsty Eyes. And I'm definitely looking forward for the knockout against my opponent. Should I actually go for the knockout on the bench? Yes, I need definitely to do that. It's gonna be for a Ranguru. It's his main draw support anyways, when he goes down to less than 3 cards, but with another Rescue Stretcher you can simply bring him back in play, so not gonna be a big problem for him anyways. Brooklyn Hill, okay. The reason why I just decided to go for the knockout against the Ranguru, I know it's gonna be minus 60 damage from my Weavile and Domination, actually minus 50, but it doesn't matter too much, you know. If he wants to knock me out, he needs to discard some energy cards, and in this case it's probably gonna be just a double course energy. Yeah, I wish that double course energy was attached like turn before or something like that, so I can respawn with my enhanced hammer, but unfortunately it was not. It's okay anyways. Alright, do I have Flowstone? Nope, but I can definitely get one. It's not gonna be super hard to get one in play. Let's see. One more puzzle of time. There's the Zoroark, 2 copies of N, 2 Floatstones, so it looks like that I can definitely play something like Evosoda, for example, with my trade. Double course energy and choice band, so choice band to be attached to my Weavile, as well as that double course energy. Who cares, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna play that Cynthia. Alright, double puzzle of time, but for now I'm just gonna stack with my Icy Wind. It should be 40, and if he managed to flip tails, he might not be able to wake up and attack, which actually happened right now, so that's a very important turn for me, there is no doubt about that. And there's also a Alolan Sandslash for my opponent with that Slush Rush ability. I just need to find a way somehow to one-hit knock out that Ninetales next turn, so I need 170 damage, which is technically impossible. Actually, right now it is possible, because he just decided to put another Sentry on the bench, which might be a huge mistake, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen next. There is a special charge. So what do I need here? Basically just a Lycanroc, because I have my choice band available already in my hand. And that should be a really easy job for me, I think. Sycamore for 7, that's a good sign, because there's not gonna be a Guzma play. So I'm gonna have that knockout against his Ninetales in the active position 100%. He simply can't avoid that anymore, and there we go with the Aqua Patch. And the bad thing about Ninetales is the fact that he can't hit for more than 190. He cannot go for 200. That might just be a huge disadvantage. And there we go with the Guzma top deck. Alright, my friends. We're gonna go with the first trade, so let's just get rid of that M. Still no sign of the Lycanroc. Let's go with the trade number 2. We can throw out that Tapu Lele as well. No sign of the Lycanroc. Okay, in this certain situation, I'm going to put another... Not actually, I'm going to shuffle back 3 Pokemons from my... Yeah, let it be something like this. It's time for the double puzzle of time, so I'm going to grab myself Ultra Ball, so I can obviously get that Lycanroc. I don't need double course energy, but I can definitely go with another Zoroark, to be honest. Even Cynthia is not that bad, so I can have the Drow supporter in case... do I need another Guzma? Actually, Guzma sounds like a much better idea. Or actually, that Puzzle of Time is also not a bad idea at all. Oh no, did I just do that? Yes, I did. Anyways, never mind. I thought I have like one Puzzle of Time in my discard pile and two that's just gonna be played from my hand. That's the reason why I pulled that Puzzle of Time. But obviously I made a mistake. So one Ultra Ball should be for those flow stones. I don't care too much about them. I just don't care too much about them. I need to retreat anyways, and before I retreat I'm going to play that Puzzle of Time to rearrange top 3 cards. Top deck is going to be Tapu Lele, which is a good thing. And I'm going to play that Dangerous Rogue GX, which will bring me the 180 damage knockout versus that Ninetales. And all I really need is just that double Course Energy Guzma play, so I can one-hit knockout either way my opponent alone Sandslash, or maybe he is alone Sentry on the bench. So I should definitely say that the MVP in this game was that Weavile with the Icy Wind attack, which prevent my opponent from taking the damage or being able to attack for that very important turn. And I think that's it. Also, the biggest problem for him is the fact that he can't go for the one-hit knockout against my Lycanroc. Not even against my Zoroark, so that's a very huge disadvantage for a card like Alolan Ninetales, but otherwise it's a very nice card in my opinion. But it just can't hit for the one-hit knockout, so that's the biggest problem, you know. Because that attack is very expensive. You need to have 3 energies for 160 and then you need to discard 2 of them, so it's a very expensive attack if somebody gonna ask me. But it is how it is. So Blizzard Edge, and my opponent managed to hit for 190. Alright, and we're searching for that double Course Energy. I have only one. Oof, that's just not looking good. Alright, worst possible scenario, I'm going to add Sorrow on my Lycanroc, but a little bit later about that. First things first, trade number 1 for that Rock Roof. Okay, definitely Ultra Ball play. Really want to have greater chance to pull what I need. Trade number 2. And there it is. There is a double Course Energy, so I can basically play my Radius Beating and hit my opponent for 120 and steal that last prize card and grab the victory in this game. So overall, a decent performance from this deck. It's definitely not good and consistent as it should be if you just play standard Zoroark Lycanroc deck. In some cases Weavile might be good, but obviously if your opponent knows how to play, he's definitely just gonna not to expand his bench and try to put those Pokemons with abilities in play, obviously. But definitely Weavile can be nice counter for those Zoroark Lycanroc decks and matchups as well. Thanks for watching, make sure to hit a thumbs up, sub to the channel for more videos. We'll see you next time, so have a nice day and goodbye.